Yankees Baseball on Yes is brought to you in part by Sandals Resorts. Get closer to the Caribbean. By Sage, proud accounting software provider of the New York Yankees. And by Hyundai, test drive a new Hyundai today, only at your local Hyundai dealer. There's Al and his baby boy Jack. Not a baby boy anymore. And here he is taking the mound here at Globe Life Field. Had a really good year last year, struggling a little bit at the start of this season. Let's take a look at the Yankee lineup that he's going to face. You've got Trent Grisham up top, then Ben Rice and Aaron Judge. Cody Bellinger will clean up. Jazz Chisholm Jr. last 6 games has been on fire. And then the DH is Jason Dominguez. Called up right in the lineup. Austin Wells will catch. Ryan McMahon plays third. And Jose Caballero will play shortstop. He's going to bat ninth.
And you could see number 6 in games started for Jack Leiter so far. A little bit of a mixed bag. He's got a power arm. The strikeouts are nice. 29 strikeouts and 25 in the 3rd innings. And let's tell you a little bit more. In our Nissan pitcher scout report, he really does have a premium fastball slider combo. That's why he was the #1 pick out of Vanderbilt. And throwing more changeups this year. He's got a little kick change grip that he's using and has some confidence in. And it's always the lefty watch for young right-handed starters. Left-handed batters are hitting .327 off of him this year. Much lower against righties. So we'll watch that with the Yankees today.
Check out the defense behind Jack, brought to you by your local Tri-State Genesis retailers. Haggerty, Carter, and Nimmo left to right in the outfield. It's Young, Seager, Duran, and Berger, 3rd to 1st. The veteran Andrew McCutchen, the DH, and former Yankee Kyle Higashioka behind the plate, catching Leiter. And there's Skip Schumacher, first-year manager, taking over for Bruce Bochy. Won a Manager of the Year while he's with the Marlins. Final stop in this 3-city, 9-game road trip. Grisham's ready, Leiter's ready, and let's do it here in Texas. First pitch, grounded to second. Duran is there. 1 pitch, 1 out. Time for the umpires. We'll first take a look at John Tumpane behind the plate. Scouting report brought to you by your local Kia dealer. He's considered neutral. 14 balls challenged, 3 overturned, fewer high strikes, more low strikes on left-handed batters, and the best head of hair of any umpire in Major League Baseball. Rest of the crew, Conroy at first, Jones at second, May is at third. I have a little more umpire information. So Tyler Jones is the second base umpire. His twin, identical twin brother, Austin, also a Major League umpire, and their hope is to one day work a series together and freak everybody out.
Wow, that is a good nugget right there.
So there's Tyler and Austin in another city right now, looking just like Tyler. Rice with a fly ball left field. Haggerty drifts over toward the corner, makes the play. So here's Aaron Judge. 1 for 9 in the series against the Astros. The one a home run on his 34th birthday yesterday. His 10th homer of the year. Second baseman Duran shades up the middle for Judge. So Leiter attacking the strike zone, count 0-2. Oh, that got Judge. Luckily, it got him on the protective covering on his elbow. It seems fine as he jogs to first.
Just got away from him. Happens all the time. You try to go up the ladder. You want to make sure that you hump up a little bit on a 0-2 fastball, and it just ran on the arm side. And good thing Judge had a guard on his elbow.
Here's Cody Bellinger. 1-0. Yankees are 18-10, and the Rangers are 500. They're 14-14. Chop slowly past Leiter, charging Duran, and they will get Bellinger for the final out. Yankees strand one, Rangers coming to bat. Welcome back to the Bronx. Back here in Texas, where it's 91 degrees outside. Max Fried warming up, and this is the Texas Rangers starting lineup. Former Met Brandon Nimmo leads off, plays right. Josh Young at third base, has been hot the last 10 games, with bat second. Then Corey Seager, it's his 32nd birthday today, hits third. Berger, McCutcheon, Higashioka in the middle. Haggerty, Carter, and the former Yankee Ezekiel Duran plays second base, and he bats ninth.
Max Fried on the mound, towing the slab down here in Texas, number 7 on the year. When the game started, the numbers speak for themselves. They're just outstanding. And we'll dig a little deeper in our Nissan pitcher scouting report. He really leads with that cutter-sinker combo and has excellent command of it, and that really sets up everything else. He stays off the barrel of the bat. His contact management is excellent. And in pinstripes, he's 22-6 with a 2.78 ERA and 36 career games started in that uniform.
So here's Nimmo, traded for Marcus Semien. Got off to a great start. He's cooled down of late, but hitting .281 overall. 1-0. First 15 games, he's in .367. Last 13 games, .185, so that comes down to .281. Still good numbers. He's 3 for 20 lifetime against Fried. That's right. Nimmo's in the 4th year of an 8-year, $162 million deal. He had a no-trade clause, but when the Mets said they had a deal with Texas, he said, I'm not going to stay where I'm not wanted. So he waived the no-trade clause. Chop, and grabbed there by McMahon, but he holds on to it. A base hit for Nimmo. I want to take a look at the entire Yankee defense, brought to you by your local Tri-State Genesis retailers. Bellinger, Grisham, and Judge in the outfield. McMahon and Rice on the corners. Chisholm at second. Jose Caballero at short. And he's the Car Shield defensive player profile. 5 defensive runs saved this season. That's second among Major League shortstops. Only Bobby Witt Jr. is better at 6. So Caballero's done great. Josh Young takes upstairs. First time this year he's in the top third of the lineup. And when you look at the Rangers, we told you 14-14. The pitching's been good. The bullpen's been great. The offense has not been good. They score 4.04 runs per game, tied for 26th in baseball. Everything else is even less than mid. So they've got to get their offense on track.
Yeah, the pitching's been pretty good.
Yep.
Really on that side, especially the bullpen, leading the league in ERA.
They allow 3.75 runs per game. That's 4th best in Major League Baseball. One and two. Rangers have been alternating wins and losses over the last 8 games. In fact, most of the season, they're 1-1, 4-4, 5-5, 7-7, 9-9, 11-11, 12-12, 13-13, and now 14-14. Still 1 and 2. This is the last series of tied for the longest homestand of the year for them. They took 2 out of 3 against Pittsburgh, and they lost 2 out of 3 to the A's. Two and two. Nimmo leads off first, held there by Rice. Still 2 and 2. Battle between Fried and Young.
Notice Max Fried's glove has gold on it. There's a reason for that. He's a gold glover. You only get those kind of gloves if you earn them.
Continuing the battle. Pretty good crowd here on a Monday evening.
That's the equalizer right there. That move will hold almost any runner from taking advantage.
Drilled down the left field line. Hooks foul.
Josh Young's a big part of this Rangers lineup. They need him healthy and productive. Had tremendous potentials, fought through injuries. It's a big year for him.
Caballero, there's one. And there's two. So Fried wins the battle ×2. There's Corey Seager celebrating his 32nd birthday. Three for 21 in his career against Max Fried. Swing and a miss. 0-2.
Take a look at this big sweeper up in the zone.
One and two. Two and two. He has a little hop on his fastball early.
He does. You know, he'll reach back when he needs to. He's hit 97 already here in the first inning.
Swing and a miss. Goes with the sinker. No runs a hit. Nobody left on base. Let's go to the second. 0-0. Play FanDuel's Daily Dinger for free every day for a chance at a profit boost if your selected player hits a home run. And here are the featured home run odds for today's players. Dominguez plus 550. Ryan McMahon plus 750. This is Jerry's World in the background. AT&T Stadium where the Cowboys play. Jazz Chisholm leads off. Takes pitch inside from Leiter, 1-0. Grounded softly to first, just over the bag, fair ball. And Berger steps on the bag for the first out. And that'll bring up Jason Dominguez. And the one thing that everybody talks about, David, is how he has handled this. And Aaron Boone said, for a guy who played all year in the big leagues, to be sent down, sometimes that's tough. He said his attitude has been unbelievable since spring training when he saw the numbers and realized he's probably going to be sent down to AAA. Ripped and foul.
Well, he's always been an easy kid to root for. Just a great demeanor about him. Loves playing the game. Deserves this shot. He's earned his way back.
18 at-bats against lefty pitching at 7 hits. That's 389, 326 overall at AAA.
And Michael, I spoke with Jason Dominguez earlier today, and he had a doubleheader with the Rail Riders yesterday. After the game, Shelley Duncan, the manager, called him into his office and said, "How are your legs? A little bit heavy?" And he said, "Yeah, maybe a little bit." He then looked at him and said, "Well, they better not be tomorrow because you're going to Texas to meet up with the Yankees. You're getting called up." He was smiling ear to ear like he often is as you see him strike out there, swinging first major league at-bat for him this season. But he said he's just so thankful for the opportunity. He went down and went to work. He felt as though he had good rhythm in the batter's box. He certainly was making contributions, and he feels like he's made strides defensively, taking much better routes in the outfield. And you saw the goatee, Michael. I don't know if you're a fan or not. That's a minor league thing. A bunch of the Rail Riders players are doing it. Spencer Jones started it. He thought he'd hop on that bandwagon, and he wasn't going to shave it off just because he's up here.
Well, it's allowed now, so he's not breaking any rules. David and I might grow for the next series.
I love that for you, too.
Yes, yeah. We're thinking about it.
It might be a terrible look, but I like it.
Thanks, man.
Anytime, friend.
The 0-1. 1-1. Line left field. Haggerty on the run makes the play to retire Wells. The Yankees go down in order against Leiter. We'll go to the bottom of the second.
Welcome back. The Yankees still have not made a decision as to whether or not Giancarlo Stanton will find himself on the injured list. Originally, Aaron Boone said they were going to decide prior to today's game, but then they optioned Luis Gil, brought up Jason Dominguez. He's DHing, as we know today. That bought them a little bit of time. Earlier today, Giancarlo Stanton actually went and had an MRI done on his calf. They want to see whether it shows anything or if it comes back pretty clean. They may be able to avoid the IL as long as that MRI comes back favorably, but they wanted to be certain before pushing Stanton at all what they were dealing with. So Aaron Boone said they will now likely make a decision after today's game based on the results of that MRI, Michael.
Well, thank you, Meredith. Now, the interesting part about the roster maneuvering is that you can't go over 13 pitchers. But if you decide to go under 13 pitchers, you're allowed to do that. And that's what the Yankees are electing to do. So the Yankees tonight have 5 men on the bench rather than the usual 4. So they sent Gil down, and they feel that they're covered in the bullpen, so they replaced Gil with a position player. But they're going to need a starter on May 5th. Whether that's a combination of Yarbrough or Blackburn, or they call up Elmer Rodriguez, those are some options that they have. And that's the Yankee bench right now. Check swing. Going back is Rice, and he makes the play to retire Berger. And he caught that in fair territory if you're keeping score at home. Here is Andrew McCutchen, 39 years old, 18-year vet. And only 2 players have longer tenure in the big leagues right now. Justin Verlander, Max Scherzer, who just went on the IL, and then McCutchen.
really thought he'd stay in Pittsburgh. You know, it just seemed to fit there. His #1 draft originally, MVP there, his resume.
He wanted to, just didn't get worked out. So he starts at the DH spot against lefties, and then Jock Peterson will start against righties. One and two. Had a cup of coffee with the Yankees. Just a terrific guy. Everybody liked him. Played hard. Former MVP.
It was a big deal for Pittsburgh. #1 draft pick that became an MVP for them. He was the model first-round pick for a franchise like Pittsburgh and fulfilled his end of the bargain.
2,274 hits lifetime. The count full on McCutcheon. Kyle Higashioka on deck. Popped up. Rice in foul territory. Rice near the stands. And he makes the play in front of the dugout.
He got room. Had more room than he thought.
And of course, no help from the opposing team. Here's Kyle Higashioka. Leiter says he loves pitching to Higashioka. He said his feedback is amazing, the way he presents it. He said he really helps me out a lot once we get back to the dugout.
Gonna have a challenge here on a free
The previous
curveball.
pitch. The pitcher's challenge.
I like it.
Max Fried.
Go ahead, Max. Go on. Come on, be a strike. Oh, that a boy.
The call is overturned. New York has 2 challenges remaining.
I'm biased. I know my pitching. It's in my blood, Michael. I can't help it. Everybody's always saying, no, pitcher shouldn't challenge. Pitcher shouldn't challenge. Yeah, okay. I got you.
He's 3 for 3 in challenges. And Higashioka 1 for 1 as he dunks a single into right field.
Just well done by Higashioka. Good pitch for Max Fried, down and away. It's the only thing he could have done with that.
You know, David, we're in different times. You see the first base coach for the Rangers, Travis Jankowski? Have you ever seen a coach have longer hair?
No. Come to think of it.
I remember Buck Showalter once told me he sang this guy's praises when he played. He said, what a guy to have on your team. He's just tremendous. He said, great teammate, clutch player, plays the outfield well. And he's 35 years old. And he was in the big leagues last year and decided to become a coach. Oh, 0-2 on Haggerty. Did he go? Nope. Again, Rice makes all 3 putouts. No runs a hit, 1 man left. We go to the 3rd. Time for a little segment we like to call, Jay, why don't you hit it?
How about that?
This is about Jack Leiter. As a kid, Jack thought every dad played in the major leagues. Once asking a preschool classmate what team his father played for. His father, Al, wanted him to be a lefty-hitting third baseman like Robin Ventura, but joked he's a Leiter, so he couldn't hit. And he uses a custom solid back glove with no finger holes to avoid tipping pitches. How about that, right, Mel?
How about that?
There's a glove. And there's Dad. He must be so proud, as his wife, Lori, and Jack's sisters. Here's Ryan McMahon. Got a modest 4-game hitting streak. You know, the Yankees actually drafted Jack out of high school. He went to Del Barton. He was teammates with Anthony Volpe. Anthony was chosen in the 1st round, and Jack was chosen, I believe, in the 20th round because he told everybody he was not going to sign with it. He could have been a 1st-round draft pick then. He was going to college. He was going to Vanderbilt. But the Yankees took a flyer and thought, well, maybe we can convince him. But he stayed true to that and went to Vanderbilt, and then came out and got drafted by Texas. I believe got an $11 million signing bonus. Strike 3. McMahon down looking, and now he's looking at John Tumpane.
Well, you got a split second to make a decision. Is that low? Should I challenge? Should I burn one early? I mean, that's what we're dealing with. Watch the pitch. It looks a little low to me.
Yep, that was challengeable. The team that has challenged the most in Major League Baseball coming into tonight, Minnesota Twins. And they want to use it whenever they want. Tells the players, if you think it's not the right call, challenge. And they're hitting at about 55%. 1-1.
You know, it's a combination of variables involved. It's not just the time of the game or early in the game or save them for late. It's how egregious is the call. How good are you at reading the strike zone?
And it's strange, though. You can see McMahon was upset with the call. Why wouldn't he challenge right there? But he decided not to. I think some players are a little shy about it.
That's part of it, absolutely. You second guess yourself. And then, once again, some of these calls are so close. I mean, you have to almost know that it's really a bad call.
So the Yankees a smidge over 50%. Grisham's on deck. Fouled away. Caballero last 15 games hitting .357, and he's driven in 10. Ground ball up the middle and through for a base hit. He found a hole, and he picks up a 1-out single. That's the first hit against Leiter.
Another good at-bat from Jose Caballero. This one's a changeup. You can see he's out in front of it just a bit and didn't hit it hard, but hit it in the right spot. And, of course, he's a threat. You can see that changeup kind of running in on him.
They have him picked off. He's out. 1-3-6, caught stealing.
Nice job by Leiter of just being patient and knowing the scouting report on Caballero, how aggressive he is and how he likes to go on the first pitch. Yeah. Like the cat who ate the canary. You know, that's the pitch that Leiter has really worked on. He's increased his usage. Talked about that little kick change grip he's got.
Off the glove of Leiter, he slowed it down for Seager, who can't make the play. And the ball trickles into center field as Grisham reaches.
Get another look. Grisham was kind of jammed out of the box, and Seager, for some reason, chose to try to barehand that ball when he didn't need to at all. A curious decision, and I know I've never played shortstop and had to make a quick decision, but Grisham was slow out of the box because he got jammed. And Seager had more time than he realized.
Ben Rice, driven into left center field. That ball is gone. A 2-run home run for Rice the other way. His 10th of the year, and the Yankees lead 2-0.
My goodness. That's a strong man to hit a ball in this park where he just didn't.
Judge goes around. Rice hit the ball well in the first inning, and he drove Haggerty into the corner on the warning track. This time, he goes into the gap, right into the bullpen.
Well, this is when you know you've got legitimate big power, because that's not a high fly. That's a bullet the other way to the deepest part of the park and gone. Impressive shot.
So 2 strikes, Judge does what he does. He calls timeout, recalibrates, picks up a piece of dirt, then back in. He's putting together some month of April.
Everything he hits is off the barrel.
Leiter looked like he wanted to challenge that one. He left it to Higashioka.
Benny barrels.
Drilled to left field and deep. That ball is gone. See ya. A home run for Judge as the Yankees go back-to-back and take a 3-0 lead.
That team's having some fun. All this with 2 outs, too, after the Seager misplay. Back-to-back.
These are not high fly balls. Those are line drives, both of them.
.113 miles an hour up the bat, and just a rocket.
First back-to-back for the Yankees all year. And Bellinger down on strikes. But the Yankees get 3 runs against Jack Leiter. Infield single by Grisham, and then Ben Rice goes the other way, tying Judge for 10 home runs. Judge said, "Not so fast, young man. Now I lead again." And the Yankees lead 3-0. Time for Pinstripe Pride, brought to you by Toyota, the official hybrid vehicles of the Yankees. Tonight's picture is of Juliana, who's always in her happy place when she's at Yankee Stadium. Use the hashtag Toyota Pinstripe Pride and mention yes in pictures that you post to social media to reflect your love for the Bronx Bombers. We might spotlight you in a future game. Evan Carter takes a strike. Yankees have a 3-0 lead. And a strike.
Well, that sweeper right there is almost unfair. It started right at the lefty hitter. Broke it over the inside corner.
So, David, do you think you came up with a proper nickname, Benny Barrels?
That's who he is. Everything he hits is off the barrel of his bat and makes loud sounds. Every at bat, he's locked in. He gets good swings every single time, even when he doesn't get a hit or even when he strikes out. That was the great Reggie Jackson line to Don Mattingly. I might have swung and missed, but I never took a bad pass. I might have struck out.
You know, going into that Red Sox series, I think it spilled over from the home game and then into the Red Sox series. He struck out 6 times in a row. And you wonder, oh, is he coming down to earth? But boom, he picked it right back up and he's right back where he was. Got to be a proud thing for the Yankee player development. This wasn't a first-round draft pick. They found something, and they nurtured it, and he's become a really important big league player for this team.
It's a great point. The scouting department deserves a lot of credit. Him and Cam Schlittler, for that matter, from the Northeast. Not an easy place to scout.
Swing and a miss. Carter down on strikes.
The two-seamer that just kind of dives at the last minute. Late movement, gets him over the top.
Here's Duran. And he dropped a curveball in for a strike.
You could see the wheels spinning in Max Fried's face. I mean, he's got a bag of tricks. You got 7 different choices here. What are you going to go with? Must be nice.
One and two. Let's take a look at his arsenal. StatCast 3D by Google Cloud.
Everything works off of the cutter and the sinker first, and then the four-seamer when he needs it. The curveball is just a beautiful thing whenever he wants. And the changeup and the sweeper. That's some weapons.
Well, give the Yankee front office credit. When they lost Soto to the Mets, their immediate pivot was to Fried. Immediate. Now, if Soto comes back to the Yankees, they probably don't sign Max Fried. And he was so valuable last year because they didn't have Garrett Cole. And he helped them to, make the playoffs. Popped up. And Wells makes the play to retire Duran. Hey, the Yankees return to Prime tomorrow, take on the Rangers. Don't miss a minute of the Yankees beginning at 7:30 only on Prime. And we got a pitching matchup for you on Prime. It's a prime time matchup. Cam Schlittler against Jacob deGrom.
Great.
I'll see you up here, David, all right?
I love it. Well, you go back to August 20th of last year, 2025. The lowest ERA in major leagues. I'll give you a top 5 list after this pitch. Skeens, number 1 with a 1.72. This is since August 20th of last year. Yamamoto, second. Fried is third at 195, and Cam Schlittler is fourth at 205. And that's in Major League Baseball.
And the two of them keep runners off base, so Max Fried's whip is 0.77. That's walks and hits per innings pitched. Schlittler's is 0.73 for the best in baseball this year. So they've been some 1-2 punch. Soft ground ball. And a 1-2-3 inning for Max Fried as the Rangers go down in order. We'll go to the fourth. Shop.com. From official jerseys and memorabilia to hats and hoodies, we've got the season covered. Visit MLBshop.com/Yankees, the official source for your Yankees gear. Jazz Chisholm Jr. will start it off in the fourth against Jack Leiter. He grounded to first in the second. High drive, right field. Nimmo back, on the track, at the wall. See ya! A home run for Chisholm. And the Yankees are up 4-0.
They come in bunches sometimes, and for Jazz Chisholm, number 3 in 7 games.
And it all started with a ball he hooked around the pesky pole. His whole demeanor has changed since that home run. 1-1 on Jason Dominguez. 3 home runs allowed. That's a career high for Jack Leiter.
We talked about Jack Leiter and his problem with left-handed batting. It showed up 2 of the 3 home runs against lefties. That's the last piece of the puzzle for any young starting pitcher.
That one just missed, and they're going to challenge it.
Previous pitch was called the ball. The catcher's challenge.
ABS powered by T-Mobile. Wow.
The call is confirmed. Texas has 1 challenge remaining.
Can't get closer than that. Wow, wow. It's become a game within a game. Two-two. Popped up. Young makes the play.
He got a little slider right in his wheelhouse and turned on the fan. Lean back.
And a little Euro step. Top it off. And a strike to Austin Wells. One and one. Wells with a fly ball to left. That was in the second. McMahon on deck. Wells didn't like that call, but he didn't challenge it.
Pretty good pitch, just touching the corner.
Line down the right field line. Foul ball. Soft ground ball, second base. Duran. 2 outs. Here's Ryan McMahon. He struck out looking on a ball he should have challenged. It was about 2 inches low. But he looked disgusted with John Tumpain, but did not touch the top of his helmet. So he's 0 for 1. Lined into center field. It's a 4-game hitting streak for Ryan McMahon. That'll bring up Jose Caballero. Let's check out one of tonight's player props brought to you by Bet365, where winning is everything. Caballero, 1 or more home runs, that's plus 900.
batter's challenge.
So that's going to be challenged by Caballero. First pitch strike. And he got it right.
York has 2 challenges remaining.
That's his 11th challenge.
Yes.
And he's had 6 of them overturned. No player in baseball has challenged 11.
Kind of fits his nature, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's the look on every manager's face in baseball this year. Yes or no?
Ground ball first base. Berger there, and that'll do it. But the Yankees pick up their 3rd home run of the game. Jazz Chisholm Jr. leads off the inning, hitting one deep into the seats in right center field. His 3rd of the year. Yankees lead 4-0. Cadillac scoreboard, Yankees riding the home run here in Texas. 3 home runs accounting for 4 runs. Are up 4-0. Max Fried allowed 2 hits, no runs over the first 3. Josh Young will lead off here in the bottom of the 4th. 1-0. Slowed down by Fried, but it gets through for a base hit.
Well, it's hit hard. He almost got it. Pretty good effort by Fried. You got a split second, if that, to try to snag it. "105 miles an hour right back at you."
1-0 on Seager. Two and 0. 12 big league season for Seager. He had 6 hits across his last 4 games. Came into the game hitting .220. Before that, he was at .193. And they got him. Oh, he hung the leg up there, and he hung Young out to dry. They have him in a rundown, and he'll get tagged out. What a weapon for Max Fried.
I am so jealous. All those years as a right-handed pitcher, I would have loved to have this weapon. So good. Set him up so good. Easy out.
38 career pickoffs, the most in baseball since 2017. Now you've played with one guy and you announce another. Who had the better pickoff, Pettit or Fried?
Pettit was fantastic, but he had kind of one move, his good move. Max Fried's got a package. He set Young up there. The first move he kind of hung a little bit and went home. And then the second time he hung, he fooled Young and had him set up. It's sort of a sequencing of moves that Max Fried has a package of.
Yankees have now had 4 straight games with a pickoff. Warren, Weathers, Heel, and Fried.
Pettit had one great move that he would break out when he really needed it. Max has got a couple, 3 different moves.
No!
3-2 on Seager. Swing and a miss. Seager down on strikes.
It's a good two-seamer down and in. It's so hard for a lefty to hit that. Paul O'Neill hated that pitch. A left-handed pitcher who could throw that style, that sinker down and in, off the plate.
Here's Jake Berger. He popped to Rice in the second. Jake is 3 for his last 32.
Pretty similar.
I don't remember Andy hanging the leg up like that.
Never.
Yeah.
Never did. Andy had that move. He had a great move. But he wasn't a tinkerer like Max Fried is. Max, and almost like he's inventing stuff out there.
And guys, Andy Pettitte is actually here at the ballpark. He's been on this road trip. But Michael, you mentioned the string of pickoffs for Yankees pitchers. I was talking to Will Warren after his start in Houston, where he told me he was just trying to do his best Max Fried out there. Now, interestingly enough, Fried actually went up to him after the game and said, "What did you see on that? How did you do that?" Constantly trying to absorb information. He said he was a little jealous of that pickoff. He wants to make sure that he's doing everything right out there on the mound.
Wow. Imagine Fried being jealous of somebody's pickoff. And Berger works the walk. This is the pickoff that Fried was jealous of.
You can't do this any better. Perfect timing, perfect execution. It's another good athlete, Will Warren, wiry.
All right, so Dave, a little love for you. The Yankee organization has had just one streak of 4 games with a pickoff. August 2nd, 3rd, 4th, and 5th in 1995. Jack McDowell, David Cohn, Scott Kamenicki, and Sterling Hitchcock. So you were right there.
I didn't pick off too many guys. So that was an anomaly.
You got the 4 players got Fernando Vina twice, and then Chad Curtis twice.
Fernando Vina was kind of like Caballero. He would just go.
Right.
He was very, very daring. He also took Albert Bell on one day.
Yes.
Albert smashed him in the middle of the base path.
Popped up, Fried backpedaling, but called off by Caballero, probably ticked off about it. And we will go to the 5th. Well, fans, Yankee Games on Yes are streaming live on the Gotham Sports app, included for free with your eligible TV provider subscription. Sign into the Gotham Sports app now and check out all the great Yankees content, including pregame features, postgame sound, homegrown episodes, and much more. Trent Grisham will lead it off against Jack Leiter. It was Grisham's ground ball that got under the bare hand of Seager that opened up the inning of the 2 home runs. That would have been the 3rd out. Instead, single, Rice 2-run home run, Judge solo shot. Two and two on Grisham. On deck, Ben Rice. 3-2. And Grisham works a walk. So here's Ben Rice, followed by Judge, that back-to-back in the third. We take a look at the exit velocity presented by Spectrum. So Rice 106.9, Judge 113. So Matt Hyde is the Yankee scout that covers the area, of New England. And Jack Curry spoke to him this month. And Hyde's final scouting report on Ben Rice before the draft projected that Rice would be a middle-of-the-order power hitter in the majors. And then he wrote in the report, he's a Yankee. There's one, and there's a double play off the bat of Rice.
We'll give Leiter credit. Made a good pitch there. We got Rice off the end of the bat and doubled him up.
Here's Judge. So Matt Hyde, when the Yankees are in Fenway, he's got to feel good about things. Again, clicking on Rice and Schlittler. It's easy to scout Paul Skeens.
Yes. But the other thing you mentioned before, Michael, is it's the scout. It starts with the scouting and finding the talent, and then the development part up through the organization. That means so much to every organization when you can draft and develop and get them to the big leagues.
And we've told the story about Schlittler, who's going to start tomorrow. When the Yankees drafted him, he was throwing 89-90. Now he throws a changeup faster than that. And that's all about developing and suggesting tweaks, different delivery, and it worked. And he's gotten bigger, too. Three and two on Judge. Lined into left center field. It's a base hit. Cutting over is Haggerty. Cuts the ball off. Judge is going for two. The throw not in time. So Judge, a home run and a double and hit by a pitch. Big night so far.
Four-seamer right there. I don't think I've seen somebody 6'7" with that quick of a bat. That was always the knock why these guys, Aaron Judge, didn't get drafted higher, because he's too tall. The theory being, his arms are too long, he's too tall, he'll get jammed. There's no way that swing's sustainable. He's created a swing that is as quick as anybody that's been as tall as him in the history of the game.
Ground ball, first base, Berger. Flips to Leiter, and that'll do it. We are halfway through after 4.5. It's 4-0 Yanks. Time to name that Yankee, brought to you by Prevagen, made for your brain. This is considered a really hard one, a 10. You see the numbers, you see the teams for which he played. Now I got to be honest, David. I got this one.
Just above the Mendoza line. He played for all those teams, man. That's doing something. He must have picked it or something. He had to have a good glove, right?
That's a good way to start, yep.
You can't be in the big leagues that long hitting 203 if you're not picking it.
Bottom of the fifth, Higashioka leads off. High pop-up. Right center coming in, Judge. One pitch, one out. Here's Sam Haggerty. Sam's a switch hitter, does better from the right side against left-handed pitching. And bunted back to the Gold Glover. 2 away. Time for tonight's injury report, brought to you by Montefiore Einstein, the official hospital of the New York Yankees. Anthony Volpe continuing his rehab assignment tomorrow with Double-A Somerset. Could be activated during the next homestand, begins Friday against the Orioles, but Aaron Boone has been non-committal. Said when he's ready, then he'll get called up.
And Michael Garrett Cole and Carlos Rodon continuing their rehab assignments as well. Cole will pitch Wednesday for Somerset and Rodon on Thursday.
You know, Meredith mentioned before, too, I was noticing Max Fried pitching from the stretch tonight with nobody on. That's a new little wrinkle for him, and probably just feels more comfortable, under control.
Well, David, that was actually a change he made in the Boston game. He walked 2 batters early, one in the first inning and one in the second inning. He then struck out the side in the second. He was bothered by the leadoff walk. Matt Blake looked at him and said, "It's not working. When are you going to cut it out?" Blake wanted him to stop pitching from the windup and instead just pitch from the stretch. They feel like he has much better command pitching from the stretch. He said, "You're right. Sometimes you could be stubborn out there as a pitcher, but that wasn't the case. You had to accept what was going on, and it wasn't like it was one inning or one start. It had been going on a month." So he decided, David, to make the change, and it paid off. 8 scoreless innings in Boston that night, and it continues here.
Swing and a miss. 5 scoreless innings. Pretty good stuff from the stretch. We go to the 6th inning. Yankees 4-0. Well, thank you, Justin. We go around the majors. They're upset, the players are, with the firing of Alex Cora. Trevor Story, it's kind of up in the air what the true direction of the franchise is. Mets swept by the Rockies. 9-19 record this season. Tied for worst in the majors with the Phillies. 0-1 on Jazz Chisholm. Ground ball first base. Now the last note was about Rob Refsnyder. He was struck out and then went to the challenge. It was overturned, and then he hit a go-ahead home run in the 9th inning. So that's what, to me, that's what the rule is really for.
Agreed. Game changer.
So here's Dominguez, called up, activated before the game, 0 for 2 tonight. He's going to play in all 3 games against 3 Texas right-handed starters. One and 0.
Some familiar faces over there on the Ranger bench. Jordan Montgomery, Jacob deGrom, Nathan Eovaldi. That's right, Jordan Montgomery sighting right there.
Rehabbing from Tommy John surgery.
And Michael, I actually caught up with Jordan Montgomery today. He's been throwing bullpens. He's going to deload a little bit before he ramps things up again. This is the second Tommy John surgery that he has had, and he's also a new dad. He has a 3-month-old baby at home now. A lot has changed for Jordan Montgomery.
Congratulations to Jordan and family.
Now, he said he still talks to a couple of guys that he played with on the Yankees, one of whom is Aaron Judge, and he just looked at me, Michael, and said, man, he just keeps getting better and better. It's crazy.
It is kind of crazy. 3-2 on Dominguez. And that one is looped into left field. It's the first hit of the season in the big leagues for Jason Dominguez. And now he's a threat to go.
He's going to fight off a cutter. You can see he just kind of muscles it. He got beat a little bit, but you know what? If you've got good, strong, quick hands, you can fight that pitch off and find the outfield grass, and he does.
That'll bring up Wells, 0 for 2 against Leiter. Nine stolen base attempts at AAA for Dominguez, successful in 8. Two and one. Now you mentioned that Leiter is toying with a change. He's also toying with a cutter. But here's what I don't understand. He learned it from Garrett Crochet this offseason. His dad had one of the great cutters of all time. Maybe there's a different way to throw it right-handed. Runner goes. Foul bat.
I pitched against his father in Miami when he was for the Marlins, when Al was pitching for the Marlins. And it was one of the first games that were putting radar gun readings up on the scoreboard. I'm dating myself, obviously, but that was a thing back then. And Al was throwing 97-mile-an-hour cutters that night. And it sounded like a gun going off when it hit the mitt. It was right in his prime, too.
A very proud 19-year career. 2-2. Swing and a miss. Wells down on strikes. Take a look at Leiter's arsenal.
Change-up usage is up. It's a new kick change, a new grip that's kind of taken the league by storm. The index finger kind of spiked up on the ball that helps you use it for leverage and push it off the seam.
McMahon takes inside. Ryan 1 for 2 tonight. Left side on the run is Haggerty on the screen. Yankees 4 runs on 8 hits. Texas no runs on 3 hits. One and 2 on McMahon. First 22 games, McMahon hitting 125, but coming into this one, last 4 games, hitting 357, and he has hit tonight. Seems like he's swinging the bat a lot better. Runner goes. Left side again makes the seats.
Pitch number 92 from Jack Leiter, about to be delivered. Trying to get it. He got it.
Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Dominguez at first. Held by Berger. Broken bat. Ground ball second. Duran. And that'll do it. In the 6th, Yankees strand 1. We go to the bottom of the 6th. Yankees Baseball on Yes is brought to you in part by ShopRite. We are here. By your local Tri-State Genesis retailers. Learn more at genesis.com. And by the New York Lottery. This could be your lucky play. How about those?
Yeah, Gary Ward. Wow. Sparky, of course. And of course, that guy.
Here is Ezekiel Duran. 72 pitches for free through 5. Peyton Gray warming for Texas. 2-1.
The subtle nuances of Max Fried's game. On a 2-0 pitch, he takes a little off of his 2-seamer at 92 miles an hour. That's next level.
Punched out and through the right side for base hit. Oh, let's get more of that, David. Pitching decisions presented by Sage on Max Fried.
Well, when you look at Max Fried tonight, he's just unpredictable. The sinkers are down and into lefties. And then when he needs to start a sweeper right at you, he can start it at you, freeze you, and break it over the inside corner. He's got a lot of different ways he can go. Got nobody out here in the 6th with a man on.
Brandon Nimmo. Shows bunt, takes outside. That's the line so far on Fried. It's interesting, David. I enjoy watching you watch Fried because I can tell you really have an appreciation for the art.
Yeah, he is a lot of fun to watch. You know, you can just see the wheels spinning. A real craftsman. In a day and age where velocity is king, everybody's chasing velocity. He's chasing variety. Fernando Cruz, the fireman, getting fired up.
Up the middle, right to Caballero. An easy double play.
Nimmo can't believe it. He absolutely smoked that ball. But right at him.
One 1-0 to Josh Young. We're in the bottom of the 6th inning. Yankees lead 4-0. 3 home runs off of Jack Leiter. 2-run shot by Rice and solo shots by Judge and Chisholm. He goes around.
We've seen a lot of sinkers to lefties. Here's the cutters to righties.
You know what? He did go around there. That was not even that close. Count is full of 3-2. Free threw 100 pitches in the 8 innings against the Red Sox. He's at 85 right now. 2 outs in the 6th. Ooh, just missed. That's going to be challenged. Challenged by Austin Wells. Let's see if he's right. Ooh, no, he's not.
The call is confirmed. New York has 1 challenge remaining.
He's about 50%. Major League average is 60, so 11 calls overturned out of 20 challenged.
I think that's 60% for catchers, I believe.
Yes, yes.
Overall, I think it's closer to 50-50. It's been that way even in AAA for the years it was tested. Pitchers around 40, catchers around 60, all over around 50.
The 0-2 couldn't hold up. Seager down on strikes. No runs a hit. 1 man left. We go to the 7th inning. Yankees lead 4-0. Receive a match-free Mandalorian bobblehead. Tickets are going fast, so get your tickets today, Yankees.com, and may the force be with you. Peyton Gray, the new pitcher for the Rangers. Forward scoreboard, Yankees lead 4-0, and by the greeting that Fried got in the dugout, David, I think that's it for him.
There you go. Good read, Michael. Game face comes down a bit, the hat goes up.
So 8 shutout innings last time, 6 shutout innings this time. Caballero pops it up. Seager. Seager might be the happiest guy to see Fried leave the game. He struck out 3 times.
He did.
On his 32nd birthday. Peyton Gray has some story. 30 years old. He made his major league debut on Thursday. Undrafted out of Florida Gulf Coast, signed with the Rockies and bounced around Mexican League, the whole deal. And here he is. And now they go over how everything went. The debrief.
Exactly. It's a great way to put it.
Grisham hits one deep to center field. Carter back, still back, and he makes the play. Nice play by Carter. Grisham really hit that one.
Yes, he did. He got a changeup and laced it to the deepest part of the park. Carter can go get him out there.
Here's Ben Rice. Time called. Tom Payne jumped out, but the pitch was delivered. I think there's a ball that was loose on the field. Yep. Don't know how he saw that, so he has great hair and great eyes.
And a quick called strike.
Yeah.
Too, so good for announcers.
Two 2-0 on Rice. I mean, this product in there, the whole deal. Two and one.
You know, when Ben Rice first came up, the league pitched him in, cutters in. He had trouble keeping the ball fair. He has closed that gap progressively over the last 2 years, where it's hard to get in there on him now.
And there's a walk. So not the most ideal strategy to walk Rice in front of Judge, but we've seen it happen a lot. Judge hit by a pitch in the first, home run in the third, double to left center in the fifth. This ballpark's always going to have special meaning for Judge. He hit his record-breaking 62nd home run here.
What's he on pace for now? Hit 10 a month, 6 months?
Still got some days left in this month, too. There's a strike. All right, take a look at the Optimum Fiber famously fast replay. deeper than 62.
Did. He got out of here fast, though.
So Jack Curry did the math. He's on pace for 61. One, two. How about this stat from Sarah Langs of ESPN? So Judge has 11 home runs, Rice has 10. The only Yankee teammates with 10 or more home runs each in the team's first 29 games of the season, Aaron Judge and Ben Rice, and you have to go back to 1956, Yogi Berra and Mickey Mantle. And that was Mickey's Triple Crown season. So Judge is in a tie with Alvarez and Murakami for the most home runs in the American League. Rice lurking.
That's the part that would scare me right there. Being a third base coach when Aaron Judge hits line drives foul. His heartbeat's going right now.
It's time to go yard. Echo, power on and on.
That one is ripped to left field. It's a bullet in there for base hit, up against the wall. Haggerty plays to Karam. They're going to hold Rice at third. It's another extra base hit for Judge, and the Yankees have runners on second and third, and 2 outs.
See how quick he is on the inner half of the plate and keeps it fair. That's the skill set. That's his secret sauce we mentioned before with Aaron Judge. You cannot get in there on him anymore. If he's looking in there or he just reacts, he can clear you out on the inside corner or even off the plate.
Pitch outside to Bellinger. Shallow right field, backing up Duran. He's there, makes the play, and that'll do it. Yankee strand 2, time for the stretch in Texas. And first up is going to be Camilo Doval. And Jake Berger will start it off, and Jock Peterson comes out on deck to pinch hit for Andrew McCutchen. Berger 0 for 1 with a walk. Well, if you want to dream a little on something, if Garrett Cole comes close to what he used to be, and all indications are he's trending that way, Cole, Fried, and Schlittler at the top of your rotation. Tell me what top 3 is better. I mean, they might be as good, but what's better?
In the mix and match and the back and forth, then you throw Rodon in that mix too, and you go right, left, right, left. You got coverage for everybody.
And then you have a decision that a lot of teams don't get the opportunity to make. So let's say that all plays out the way it does. Then your number 5 starter, you have to decide between Warren and Weathers. That's pretty good for a number 5 starter.
It's great.
And you have Heel at AAA and Rodriguez and LaGrange at AAA. Not too bad. See the ERAs of those 4.
The Yankees haven't had this much depth or this many choices since I've been broadcasting.
Down goes Berger. So that'll bring up Peterson pinch hitting for McCutchen.
In and out Berger? I'm an in and out guy.
Are you?
Yeah. Whataburger's pretty good too.
How about a nice big slab of chopped meat on a George Foreman grill? How about that? One and one. That was just 101 miles an hour.
Cutter.
Wow. Left field, deep. That ball is gone. Jack Peterson off the bench hits one the other way. The first Texas run. Kyle Higashioka takes inside.
Gets a slider and just hammers it the other way. After the 101 mile an hour cutter and upper 80 slider. Right to his hitting speed.
415 feet.
You know right away. You hope, but you know.
Higashioka had a single to right against Fried and then a fly ball to Judge. So 1 for 2. Grounded foul. Check out the Yankee bullpen budget brought to you by Citizens. Make sense of your money with Citizens. Blackburn ate up a lot of innings for the Yankees, and then Yarborough finished it off yesterday. Swing and a miss. Higashioka down on strikes, 2 away.
Well, this is a good one. Slider down over the heart of the plate. Well done there.
Josh Smith pinch hitting for Haggerty. So Skip Schumacher going to his bench once the lefty left. Crowd of 29,601 at Globe Life Field on this Monday night.
There was a time when Josh Smith was a Yankee prospect. He's part of that Joey Gallo trade, right?
Yep.
That big package. I remember reading about him coming up through the system.
Popped up. McMahon for the third out. We've played 7. 4-1 Yankees. Little brisket for the 8th. We'll come back to it after we get down there. The Yankees return to Prime tomorrow, take on the Rangers. Don't miss a minute of the Yankees beginning at 7:30 only on Prime. That guy's getting the start for the Yankees against Jacob deGrom. Pretty good pitching matchup. Josh Chisholm leads off and takes a strike. Schlittler 3-1, 1.77. deGrom 2-0, 2.13. It all begins at 7:30 on Prime.
Jacob deGrom, if he continues to kind of, after, reestablish himself, is he a Hall of Famer?
I think that the way the voters look at it now, he might be. Because if you're going to wait around for 300 game winners, there's not going to be pitchers in the Hall of Fame anymore.
He's going to be it's sort of a case study.
Now, people say, well, he's got the 2 Cy Youngs. But there have been people that have won Cy Youngs that they're not in either because they haven't compiled enough numbers. Tim Lincecum being the prime case.
Yes, that's a good comp. Those 2 guys right there that were at the top of the game in their prime. Was it long enough?
Right field. Nimmo there to make the play.
Maybe Madison Bumgarner too.
Yep.
Kind of that category of pitchers.
But if a guy like deGrom gets in, and Ron Guidry could raise his hand, David Cohn could raise his hand. Well, how about me? I have a Cy Young. I won 5 World Series.
Different generation.
Yep. Swing and a miss. 0-1. Left field, on the run Duran. And by the way, to get you ready for the game on Prime tomorrow, coverage starts at 7:30. We have our BP show on Yes at 7 p.m. So we got it covered, man.
I need an Andy Pettitte sighting. We got to get Meredith on Andy. Somehow. Get a microphone in front of him. He's shy. We got to get him.
Ground ball, first base. 2 away. We're in the 8th inning. Yankees lead this one 4-1. It's been a good road trip for the Yankees so far. They swept the Red Sox. They took 2 out of 3 against the Astros. So they're short of a winning road trip because they've won 5 games. It's a 9-game trip, but they don't want just that. They want more. Here's Austin Wells.
That's the relentless attitude that you want to build in a clubhouse. Never satisfied. At a friendly competition among the pitchers, the starters, one-upsmanship. Hitters as well. They want to join the party. That's how you get something going. You start feeding off of each other and challenging each other, and you have that competition
3-1 on Wells.
This team had an edge in spring training that I noticed when I went to Tampa to see them. Aaron Judge has an edge this year. They've been there. They've gotten close. It still burns. That's how you feed the fire.
And a lot of that fire is derived from the fact they thought they had a chance to win it all last year. They went into the playoffs thinking, this is the best team we've had in a long time. And then they got knocked out in the division round. And I've always heard the stories, David, that your team getting knocked out in '97 was a driving factor in 1998.
Undoubtedly. We were embarrassed. We showed up the next spring on a mission. And then throughout the whole season, you never let up. This team's got a little bit of that feel. We'll see how it carries forward.
So a trip to the mound by Jordan Teagues. And Gavin Collier warming for Texas. We told you their bullpen has not been the issue. Their bullpen has been a strength. One and 0 on McMahon. McMahon's 1 for 3. Two and 0. Yankees with 9 hits, Texas with 5. Yankees up 4-1. Quick throw to first, Wells back. He's got the outside corner, 2-1. Texas has had its way with the Yankees here at Globe Life Field. They've won 4 of their last 5, 7 of the last 9. Wells was going and then stopped. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Top 8. And tipped into the glove of Higashioka. And the Yankees strand run. We go to the bottom of the 8th. Yankees baseball on Yes, brought to you in part by Nissan. Hop into a Nissan Rogue and hit the road to adventure. Shop NissanUSA.com. And by Optimum Fiber, famously fast fiber internet. Hyundai scoreboard, Yankees lead 4-1. New pitcher for the Yankees is Tim Hill, and Danny Jansen pinch hits for Evan Carter. And there's a strike. So when the Yankees were in Boston, Tim Hill received the 2025 Tony Conigliaro Award, which recognizes a major leaguer who has overcome adversity through the attributes of spirit, determination, and courage that were trademarks of Tony C. Just an amazing journey Tim's been on. Ground ball, Caballero. One away. Before Tim was selected in the 32nd round of the 2014 draft, he lost his father, Jerry, to colon cancer the start of his sophomore year of high school. Then in 2015, during his first minor league spring training, Tim was diagnosed with Lynch syndrome. Later, when Tim was 25, he was also diagnosed with stage 3 colon cancer. Went through surgery, radiation, chemotherapy, and he was declared cancer-free in late 2016, and eventually made his major league debut in 2018. You think he appreciates every day?
Wow. It's an incredible story.
And guys, he is absolutely beloved in that Yankees clubhouse and in the bullpen. Pretty cool moment when he received that award at Fenway. All the guys from the bullpen were out in the Yankees dugout cheering extremely loud for Tim Hill. They just wanted him to know that they supported him. Pretty cool moment.
And even if you put that incredible story aside, what a weapon out of the bullpen for the Yankees. He fills the strike zone, he gets ground balls, he's reliable every single time he comes in. He has been really magnificent for them.
What a weapon. A trustworthy weapon like him is just gold for any manager, because you know what you're going to get every time.
And he ends up walking Duran with one out. So here's Brandon Nimmo. One and 0. Nimmo 1 for 3. And there's a strike. Duran leads off first, held there by Rice, bottom of the 8th. Actually hit lefties quite well this year. Ground ball. Let's see if they turn 2. There's one on to first. Not in time. Beat it out.
Pretty good, really. I mean, there's not much more they could do. Solid turn. Nimmo's just too fast.
Hill thought they had a chance. They did. But as you said, Nimmo's speed beat it out. So here is Josh Young. Young 1 for 2 with a walk. Wrapped into a double play in the first inning against Fried. Alexander joins Collier. Two and one. Three and one. Knows he has Seager on deck, but you don't want to put the tying run at the plate here. 3-2.
Got a split second, could have challenged. He wants to hit.
And he walked him. So 2 walks in the inning for Hill.
A very uncharacteristic walk from Tim Hill. And to your point, Michael, yes, this is the last thing you wanted, was to give this guy a chance with one swing to tie this thing up. So keep throwing good quality strikes. Stay within yourself. Keep doing what you do, but try to keep them on the ground and out of the air.
Want to know? Seager, a 2-time World Series MVP. Rookie of the Year, 5-time All-Star. Unusual for Hill, who's always around the plate. You just don't see that often.
No.
So 2-0 count on Seager. Swings over the sinker, 2-1. Another sinker, tipped into the glove of Wells, 2-2.
Got that one away. After the knockdown pitch, Seager's kind of bailing just enough.
The 2-2. Foul back. Coming right at him. Big moment in this game. Tying runs at the plate. Line drive on one hop. Stabbed there by Chisholm, and he gets Seager for the final out. So the Yankees breathe a sigh of relief. Hill does the job. We go to the 9th. Time to find out the answer to Name That Yankee. Those are the numbers, those are the teams. And the answer is Jim Mason.
Oh, I remember him.
Jim Mason hit the only home run for the Yankees in the 1976 World Series against the Reds. He platooned pretty much at shortstop with Fred Stanley. And when the Yankees got Bucky Dent, that ended. But Jim Mason, as you said, he could pick it. Just wasn't a great hitter. And I don't know why, David, but I got that one in a second. Pretty good numbers in 74 for the Yankees. And that was his only career postseason plate appearance. The home run in Game 3 of the 76 series.
The Blue Jays got him in the expansion draft.
Yeah.
So they say, well, we're starting a new team. Let's get the 202 hitter guy. Let's do that. Yeah, that's good.
Gavin Collier takes over on the mound. And Osuna takes over in center field. You know what, David? Seager really hit that ball hard. And a nice play by Jazz Chisholm.
Yes. There's been some balls smoked on the ground. Caballero's made some nice plays. Jazz has made some nice plays. It seems like they're getting comfortable together up the middle. Just missed on that double play.
Caballero gets hit by the pitch and will take first.
Hard to say. You're always suspicious. Seager got knocked down, knocked on his back in the last inning.
Yeah.
Makes you wonder. Not accusing anybody of anything, but I'm wondering. Yeah, Leiter did hit Judge at the first. I didn't think there was any intent there. I didn't think there was any intent with Tim Hill. Sometimes intent doesn't matter, especially for relievers. You want to protect your guys. You want to get that reputation. You know who had that reputation? Jeff Nelson and Graham Lloyd. They had that reputation for protecting their guys.
Also, of the guys to hit, do you really want a guy with 11 stolen bases on first base?
No.
Did you ever hit a guy, and you didn't do it on purpose? Grisham's challenging this.
The call is confirmed. New York is now out of challenges.
You ever hit a guy by accident and apologize as he's going to first?
No, well, no, never.
Okay.
But I did hit Mark McGuire in the head accidentally and put him in the hospital and tried to go apologize afterwards and wasn't allowed in the clubhouse. They were hot. Tony La Russa was hot.
Strike. Runner goes. Stolen base. Now are the Rangers going to challenge? And you can see Caballero go, really? Did he come off the bag on the slide?
What he's saying is he pushed him off. He's pushing him off with the glove.
Texas is challenging the safe call at second base.
So that's the judgment call. He's safe, but is the glove pushing his hand off, or did the momentum take his hand off the base? You could almost hear Caballero saying, he's pushing me off. He pushed me off. Pushed him off the base. He's out if it's not ruled
right
as a judgment call that he was forced off.
Well, Seager's a savvy veteran. He's saying he's pushing me off. Now, how do they see that on a replay? You know what I mean? Caballero's watching it on the big board in right center and shaking his head.
This is not just about out or safe. This is about judgment.
And is judgment part of the replay?
It has to be. There's umpires up there.
Right.
They're allowed to exercise judgment.
After review, the call on the field is overturned. The runner is out. Texas retains its challenge.
So they didn't think he pushed him off. And you can see Caballero is talking to Tyler Jones and saying he pushed me off. And now Boone is trying to intercept. He doesn't want to lose Caballero. And I guess what Caballero's saying, they're not there to see if he pushed me off. You could see he pushed me off.
Yes. Very astute point and valid. Didn't work. Yeah, that's the argument. very hard to determine whether it was momentum that took him off or the tag that pushed him off, or a combination of both. Combination of both. He's sliding by, and the glove, the momentum of the tag pushed him off.
Just a little help.
A little help, yep.
So Caballero started the season 11 for 11 in stolen bases. He's now been caught 4 straight times. Left field. Duran puts it away. Here's Ben Rice. Bednar getting ready. Rice with a 2-run home run in the third, powered one to left center. So 1 for 3 with a walk. That's who's coming up for Texas. Berger, Peterson, and Higashioka. Two and two. Three and two. Despite hitting in front of Judge, you're seeing people not giving in to Rice. They want him to chase. They're not putting one over the plate for him. Ground ball to first. Berger beats Rice to the bag, and that's it for the Yankees in the ninth. Yankees try to close it out behind Bednar. Well, yes, his next game is Wednesday afternoon as the Yankees and the Rangers play the series finale here in Arlington. Coverage starts at 2 with the FanDuel pregame, and first pitch is scheduled for 2:35 on Yes and the Gotham Sports app. Now you can also catch the Yankees BP show tomorrow at 7 before game coverage on Prime. Also, fans, stay tuned after the final out for tonight's WB Mason Yankees postgame as Justin Shackle and Jack Curry will have highlights and analysis. Meredith Maragovitz gets player interviews in the clubhouse, and we'll hear from Aaron Boone on the manager's report. That's all coming up next on Yes and the Gotham Sports app. So David Bednar will try to close it out. First up, Jake Berger. And a strike. Berger is 3 for his last 33. He's 0 for 2 with a walk today. Up the middle, Jazz Chisholm knocks it down, gets up, fires, but the throw gets past Rice, backing up his Wells. So Berger reaches on the single.
Well, heck of an effort to get there. And scrambling. Just didn't quite get set enough to get an accurate throw, because a good throw would have had him.
Heck of a play to get there.
Yeah, what an effort.
I think he had a little more time than he thought. So here's Jock Peterson. Pinch hit home run off Doval in the 7th. Pass Rice, knocked down by Chisholm. He throws the first, not in time. So that'll bring the time run to the plate.
Get another look from up here if that got underneath Ben Rice and maybe shielded Jazz just a minute to cause a little
New York is
bobble.
challenging the save call first base.
But a heck of a recovery, and we'll see here. Ooh,
Wow.
yeah,
Wow.
big step. Good challenge by the Yankees. That's got a good chance to be overturned.
The only question, did the heel come down or the arch before the ball went into the glove of Bednar? I think he's out.
Yeah,
Wow.
it's in the grasp, too. So
Yeah.
once the ball's in the grasp of the glove, that's the ruling. Heck of a recovery by Jazz. Kind of got shielded by Ben Rice. Bobbled it, recovered, backhand flip. Looks like he got him.
What a big overturn this would be.
Foot's off the bag, ball's in the grasp. But my opinion doesn't matter. It's those guys in that booth in New York that matter.
Kind of looks like the room for the banker and Who Wants to, in the one with the suitcases. The game show with Howie Mandel.
Oh, yes, yes.
This is not an easy call. And Boone's going, what's going on?
No reason to look at those guys. They're not making a call.
This is taking a long time. Looking at every angle right now.
That's a great shot on the scoreboard they have here of that room you're talking about.
Deal or no deal?
Deal or no
Yes.
deal, yes.
Out or not out? Out or safe?
After review, the call on the field is overturned. The runner is out. New York will retain their challenge.
Such a big challenge and overturn. Wow. Chisholm has looked so smooth in the field the last week or so. Picking everything.
He's got some range.
Yep. Here's Higashioka, runner at second. Strike. Gives Bednar a little breathing room as well. He does not go, according to Chris Conroy. Curveball. That's what makes him a different sort of closer. A lot of pitches, 3 pitches that he could use to get an out.
I can throw him for strikes.
Two and two. And now the count is full at 3-2 on Higashioka. Josh Smith is on deck. Popped up, and I think that's going to hit the roof. And it caroms and not caught there by McMahon. It definitely hit the girders that hold up the roof, the retractable roof.
McMahon almost made a heck of a play off the ricochet. I mean, it ricocheted a long way. He almost got it.
Swing and a miss, got him. Rangers down to their final out.
3-2 splitter right there. Looks like a fastball the whole way. Instead of 97, you got 91 in movement.
So here's Smith. Last chance for the Rangers. He takes a strike. And now down to their final strike. Runner at second, 2 outs. Yankees lead 4-1. First game of this 3-game set. Bednar sets, deals. 1-2. Trying to save it for Max Fried. Fried would go to 4-1. Yankees would pick up their 19th win of the season. Ground ball. Jazz Chisholm boots it, and it rolls into the outfield. Looked like it got him in the face, too. Runner moves to third. Smith will reach, and that brings the tying run to the plate. Oh, yeah. And they're going to give him an error on that. And here is Alejandro Osuna.
A double error. You get an error and a punch in the jaw.
Osuna came into play center after Jansen pinch hit for Carter. Nobody left on the bench for the Rangers. Got recalled Tuesday from AAA, and he has 2 singles and a walk since the recall. Now one missed. It's come down to this, the tying run at the plate. Runners on the corners. And that one is looped into center field. It's a base hit. That'll score Berger. It's 4-2 as Osuna picks up an RBI single. Now the tying run's on first.
Well, this is nice hitting by Osuna. Curveball down and away. He goes down and just digs it out.
And Matt Blake wants to settle down David Bednar. So Fried went 6. Doval gave up a run in the home run by Peterson. That was in the 7th. Tim Hill a scoreless 8th. And now Bednar has given up a run here in the 9th. This copyrighted telecast presented by authority of the New York Yankees and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form. And the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the New York Yankees. These runs are unearned because of the error by Josh Chisholm, but they certainly count. And it's a sweaty moment for the Yankees here in the bottom of the ninth inning as they're trying to hold on. And here's Ezekiel Duran. Rangers trying for the dramatic comeback in the bottom of the ninth inning. Duran 1 for 2 with a walk. Smith at second. Osuna is at first.
He's got one thing in mind. Hit this thing out of the ballpark.
He's looking to walk it off. He has 1 home run on the year, 8 runs batted in. Grounded, Caballero, and that'll do it. Yankees hold on, they win the first game of the series 4-2. And a great road trip continues. They are 6-1 in the first 7 games.
Starting pitching has them in a position to win every ball game. Max Fried, the continuer in terms of this string of great starting pitching. Gave them every chance to win this game, and of course, Aaron Judge showed up tonight along with Ben Rice.
Rice with the 2-run home run, followed by Judge, and then Josh Chisholm completed the scoring with a home run of his own. So the Yankees begin the series with a victory, 4-9-1, beating 2-7-0. And as David said, once again, good starting pitching goes a very long way. We've got more to come. Coming back, we'll give awards out, then the postgame after that.